Simone Perry, and this is Good News Broadcast. Thank you so much for being with us today.
You bet. It's great to be here.
Now, talk to us about what is AVG Live, and actually, how does that work?
So AVG Live Kive is a cloud storage service for consumers. Banks and big companies have been using what we call cloud storage for many years now, and it's basically a process by which you take the data that's important to you that you want to make sure is protected, both in terms of security, but also in terms of kind of physical protection. It's in an environment that should something happen to your building, your home, your computer, or whatever, the data is still there, and the data is not compromised, even though a machine or an environment's been compromised. And so we looked around a couple of years ago and started to think about how could consumers use that kind of a service, and we started to think about photos and things that are super important to people on a day-to-day basis. And, as digital photos have really grown in popularity over the last decade, there have been some interesting trends, some great things about digital photos, but also some really negative things, and that people tend to say that, after a while it's kind of hard to get the digital photos. Unlike photo albums that kind of sit out that you can thumb through, if you have a whole lot of photos and they're backed up on your hard drive, ultimately over time, less and less you access the older ones. And sometimes, you get to a point where we have a lot of consumers that have told us, look, I had a laptop in 2005, I replaced it in 2006, and you know what, I never got the photos off. I never ever switched those around. And so it became real clear to us that a service where people could put things that are important to them and be able to access them real time would be something very useful. And so Live Kive is about helping consumers rethink the way they think about archiving products and archiving their important documents.
Now, what is cloud storage?
So cloud storage, think about cloud storage like, if you want to have a comparison, it's kind of a cross between a bank security deposit box and maybe a U-Haul storage shed that you rent. It is a place outside of your PC where you can send data in a protected environment. Our service actually uses military encryption, so when you send stuff, only you can access it. Not even the folks that work in AVG's Live Kive services can, plug on and take a look at your pictures or do anything. You encrypt it, you control it, you hold the key, but it's basically a way of getting data into an alternate location so that it's safe and secure. But the other added benefit, which is just really and why we call it Live Kive instead of archive, is that it also is accessible by multiple devices. So no longer do you have to be at your house to pull up a picture. I had this great experience last week where I actually got to use my product and show it to a girlfriend of mine because my son made this really great catch at a baseball game the other day, and my husband happened to actually catch it on TV, or catch it on TV, catch it on our digital camera. And I was trying to tell my girlfriend about it because my, extraordinary athletic accomplishments in our house are very rare. And I was trying to tell her at the grocery store, you can't believe it, he was midair, he caught the ball. And then it occurred to me, wait, I can go to Live Kive and get the picture. So in about 15, 30 seconds while standing in the frozen food section of the grocery store, I'm able to pull down this photograph my husband took. And that's really where the whole idea of Live Kive just completely revolutionizes the way people think about storing things, because archiving is no longer about taking something and putting it in a place where in an emergency or in a, you can get to it if you really, really need to get to it. Live Kiving is about taking stuff you care about, digital assets, and making them accessible wherever you are, whenever you want them.
Now, so for Mother's Day, what's a great idea on how to use this technology?
So we're recommending to folks, that for your mom, give her the gift of digital peace of mind, which is go get her a Live Kive account. Help her get her pictures up on this account. So one, she can know that they're secure, and two, she can start to be able to share them with others, as she wants to. Just like I said, I'm standing in the grocery store. I was talking to, a friend, and there I could share the moment that was so important to me and let somebody else kind of experience that excitement. And so we're saying to our folks, look, go get her a subscription to Live Kive. Now, the great thing is you can go get a free subscription for her, not something that we're going to make her pay for in 6 months, but you can go sign her up for a 5-gig account, and that she can download or she can upload a fair amount of pictures. If she
Good.
loves that service, she can decide to upgrade it to 25. She can decide to go to an unlimited storage capacity. But it's something that you can do that will help your mom, one, organize her digital files and get them in a place where they're managed and controlled, and two, put them in a position where she can touch them, get them wherever she wants to get them. So if she wants to get them off her cell phone while she's at work, she can do that. If she wants to pull it from her work machine, she can log on as a subscriber to the system and get them. And it just makes her life simpler. And it also gives her peace of mind that those important memories will not be lost or compromised if something happens to her machine.
Great. Now, and I have one last question for you, and this is what we ask all of our guests. What is good news for you?
I think the good news for me is that I no longer have to worry about my digital images, my digital memories. Those things are secure, they're safe, and more importantly, I can share them when I want to share them.
Great. Thank you so much, and have a happy Mother's Day.
Hey, you too. Thank you so much.
Bye.
You